Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. As we're gathering together this morning, it's a thriving Thursday. I apologize, I'm a moment or two late here. It just was one of those days where every time I looked at the sunlight, it was behind me. And so it took just a moment to get us pulled together this morning. Thriving Thursday, we are here. And of course, Thriving Thursday means even in the midst of those challenges, and we all come across challenges without a doubt. There's our moments when we're a little more challenged than others, I think. And I think today is one of those slightly more challenging moments. It's beautiful, beautiful sunshine out, which is really great. I appreciate that. So as we gather together, it is indeed a joy to be able to gather together on a beautiful Sunday day, sunny day, um, and to think about what it means to thrive. You know, thriving is so much more than just existing. When we exist, we we get through things. We get through things. We survive things. We get out the other side. We can check off the boxes at the end of the day, but we're surviving, not thriving. And one of the things that it is important for us to understand is that God really wants us to thrive. It is one of those amazing things that we forget sometimes is that God truly wants us to thrive. Now, there are many ways in which you can take that and turn it into something not quite biblical, but it is biblical to understand that God appreciates people. That's right, God appreciates people. God appreciates who we are. Why else would God have created us? Why else would we be a part of creation if God was not anxious to be part of who we are? And so, if God is anxious to be part of who we are as God's people, as humans, as part of God's creation, then certainly God would like us to be thriving, not just existing. Now, for each of us, thriving looks a little different. Some of us are thriving when we have a fishing pole and we're catching fish, or even if we just have a fishing pole. Others of us, that's not so much the thing. Maybe be near the water, but with a beach chair and a book. Maybe it's a hike in the mountains. Each one of us has something different that helps us thrive. There are sayings out there about being part of a tribe, and the idea is people who like to fish get other people who like to fish, and people who like to read get other people who like to read, and people who like to hike get other people who like to hike. The idea of appreciating them. They understand the language, they understand the struggles, they understand, they understand. And part of thriving is having someone that also appreciates and understands that which you enjoy. Think about it. Our Creator enjoys and appreciates all those things that we enjoy and appreciate. Do you ever think of that? That those wonderful things that calm our spirits and our souls are also things that our Creator created. Because the Creator created all the components that are part of it, the water, the fish. Maybe we were inventive and came up with fish and pole, but the water and the fish and the leaves and the trail and the dirt, all of that, that's creation. So, on a thriving Thursday, on a beautiful weekend, it looks like, I invite you to think of something to do this coming weekend, these next few days, that is something that encourages your soul to thrive. What is it that feeds your creativity or your calm? Those are the things that you're looking for. And those are the things that on a Thriving Thursday I remind you to go looking for. Too often we forget to look for them. We're so busy that we don't have time to look for the things that calm us and sustain us. But our Creator would have us enjoy those things that are part of creation. Now, granted, there's a time for work, but there's a time to play. Like Ecclesiastes says, there's a time for this and a time for that, a time for this and a time for that, a time for this and a time for that. I invite you to find some time this weekend to spend in thriving, to spend in doing something that is fun. Maybe a long stretch of time, maybe just a short stretch of time, but at least some time. And if you're not sure what that would be, spend some time figuring out what would really nourish your soul. I invite you to include the Creator in that time. If it's fishing, not only praying that your catch is good, but also thanking God for the lake and fish. If it's sitting and reading, thanking God for the cool breeze, the beautiful sunshine, and the wisdom of the author that you're sharing in and with. If it's hiking, thank God for the beautiful trees, for the wonderful trails, for the people who maintain them, and for whoever it is that made your hiking boots. It's a way in which we can, well, share and enjoy and thrive in the creation that God has given us. I invite you to pray with me this morning. Gracious God, we thank you for all of creation. We thank you for the wonderful ways in which you help us to thrive. We ask your grace, Lord, as always. In Jesus' name, amen. As we go into the weekend, remember Friday and Saturday I'm not on. Sunday we'll have a regular online worship. And then those who are near me, we're going to have one parade at noon and one parade at 3 for an opportunity in this day of pandemic to actually say our goodbyes and see each other one more time before I relocate to the more northern tier from the southern tier for an opportunity to continue in ministry. I'm looking forward to that. And I will miss the folks that are here, but I am indeed, they say that how did you find the folks where you are? And I have found the folks where I am wonderful, gracious, and kind. And they say that that is what I'll find in the new place as well. And so I'm excited and looking forward to that. Blessings as you go about into and through your day. See you again on Sunday morning at 10. Hopefully this week YouTube will work better. It kind of was a disappointment for some folks on Sunday when my YouTube just did not behave itself. But oh well, that will happen. Technical glitches will happen. And so my apologies to those, but I will be back on Sunday morning. So blessings. Enjoy the beautiful weather the Creator has given us. Take some moments in it to find a way and a place to breathe. Remember, in and out, in and out. Maybe out just a little longer because it gives you more of an opportunity to breathe in more deeply of God's grace. Blessings. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.